Still, the presence of one strange individual as the company was better than none at all. Where was I? Alright. Loading bay, exosuit, fixing ship. 3 simple things. I cleared my throat, hiding my anxiety as my arm gestured towards the opposite of the hall where they were headed. I need someone to watch my back while I go outside. They perked up. Outside? You would like to swim? I don't think you can. I frowned at their strange analogy before nodding. Yeah. Sai told me there was some. Whose side? I blinked. The AI of the ship? Ah, of course. The I. But there is no need, Luna. I already fixed. You did? I was wondering why they were wearing the suit. It had to be for a reason. Hang on, I thought you were cleaning. I have many talents. Skillful. That's great. I guess I don't have to do then. I stood there awkwardly, rerouting my priorities now that one major task was taken care of. I had to admit I was relieved. Anything to keep me furthest from I could be from the vastness of space. I guess that all that's left is to find the others. They didn't seem too happy about that. Others? Why? Why? Is that even worth asking? They lifted their head as if to give me a passive-aggressive look behind their dark helmet. I'm sure they are around. Wasting. It didn't take a genius to figure out how Adam felt about the rest of the team. My coworkers must have been giving them the newbie treatment. Hate their guts, huh? They tittered quietly. Their guts. Yes. But you care. So I will follow. Hopping on their foot, they clapped their hands once more. It will be a chance for me to know you better, Luna. Yin. I sighed, turning around to start heading towards the cabins. Let's go. Let us. Hours. Hours of searching up and down and sideways. We looked through every possible nook and cranny of the ship I could think of. Picked clean as a carcass. Am I just going insane or did they really actually abandon me? I don't understand. Where could they be? Atom fiddled with their glove, humming an incoherent tune. Gone. I inhaled shakily, digging my hand through my hair. Wow. They're prime time jerks, but this is too much. They couldn't have just ditched me. Where could I even go? Do not fret, Luna. You're not alone. You have me. My eye twitched. That's not as big of an assurance as you think it is. Ha ha. Would you like to eat? I think you should eat. Humans feel better after food, yes? What, do you cook too? Do you cook now too? Next cleaning and fixing? I do many things. I couldn't muster up the energy to even sigh. We already have Kiara handling our meals. They sputtered as if I just spat on their boot. Her food is inferior. Hardly crunchy. Crunchy? I paused for a moment, wondering if I should question them further, but decided it wasn't worth the interrogation. If you say so. So you're a janitor, mechanic, and cook? What planet did you pick you up from, huh? They flick their wrists as if I have given them a compliment. Rejoice! I am very talented. I can do anything for you, Luna. Anything except find our crewmates, apparently. They shrugged nonchalantly. Not a care in the world. Their apathy was something to behold. It wasn't my place to judge, but I just couldn't help feeling suspicious. You certainly meet a lot of different types of people working this job. I straightened. Usena. Atom did mention they fixed the ship, didn't they? I figured asking Sai again would be worth the shot. Not to mention for these cases, maybe it was about time to look through the logs. Let's head back to the main. Maybe I can figure out what happened there. They gave a enthusiastic double thumbs up, eager to follow close with a pep in their step. I was still deciding whether I preferred being alone or not. Count my blessings, I suppose. We entered the main console, my steps leading me to the archives unit. Keying in my ID, I scrolled through the past few hours, only to feel my heart shrivel, freeze, and drop in a span of a second. Every single lock in this existence was corrupted. Oh boy, of course this happened. Even the backups of those backups. How could it? Hey! Yin! I actually just remember another life and death question. Not now, Adam. My fingers work the keys, digging around for something. Anything. Adam fidgets and shuffles beside me. But it is very important. I mean it very much this time. I said not now. They made another indignant noise, mumbling under their breath. Grumpy. I would remember. Other than that, they seemed to stay put, watching me closely as I agonized over the console. Where is everything? I yelped as the console sparked, static riddling the screen before it turned off completely. What? No! I could only stare back at my reflection, wisps of smoke curling between the crevices of the keys. Atom leaned over my shoulder to take a peek. Do you have time for a life and death question now? I closed my eyes and inhaled deeply, counting to 3 before exhaling out. What is it? Atom made a happy noise, glad to have my attention again. What can you eat? I furrowed my brows. What? What do you mean? They chuffed impatiently, tapping their foot. What can you eat? What can you eat without dying horrible, painful, choking death? Will you explode like a crater bug if I gave you the nut? What? Or will your gut fail and liquefy if I gave you a lactose? Were they asking if I had any allergies? They mentioned something about cooking, didn't they? Our dietary information and restrictions are in our files. You didn't think to check? That's actually really smart. I could hear the pout in their voice. Reading will take time. You will tell me now. I roll my eyes, irritation clear on my face. If it gets you off my back... I can eat anything. Convenient. I will remember. Oh boy, they better not give me meat of my colleagues. Aren't you worried, Adam? Where's everyone else? Shouldn't you be asking about their favorite colors and their tummy problems too? At the question, their demeanor shifted. No. They starve. The dead seriousness in their voice completely threw me off. It was full of stone cold malice, unlike anything I've heard from them. I know they can be real insufferable at times, trust me, I know. But the fact that they're missing is still a huge concern. They folded their arms, a rising hate in their tone. They are mean and bossy and kick you around. The captain, she's the worst. I will never forgive her. I blinked, wondering where the hell that even came from. How did you... I shook my head, my frustration rising with every second of interaction with this newbie. That doesn't matter. This entire situation's wrong. Can't you see that? They shrugged. Everything I want to care about is right here. Never mind. I glanced over at the control panel, eyes scanning over the buttons and dials before landing on a very, very enticing big red button. I walked towards it. What are you doing? Calling for help? Captain always said not to press it unless it's necessary, but circumstances are dire. Or at least I would, if the big red button didn't burst into sparks and smoke just as my fingertips reached for it. Amazing. I stared, slack-jawed, as my hand hovered mid-air, 1 feet away from what could have been my last ticket to salvation away from this mess. What is happening? Amongst the many deities living in the stars, there's gotta be one out there that absolutely detests my entire whole being. Atom made a hum of acknowledgement, staring at the console. Bad luck. I scoffed, gritting my teeth as I fumbled with my tool belt. Luck has nothing to do with this. Getting on my knees, I worked at the paneling underneath the main console until it popped off with an unceremonious kerchunk. Atom stiffened behind me. I could only freeze in horror.